What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I think I've frozen. I think I'm alive now. I think I'm alive now. Yay. I am so glad I finally learned how to. I'm so glad I know how to play with this thing now. What's happening? Hey, you listen to OZZz on Smash Bros. Radio. Smash Bros. Radio is the only digital radio station located where? Birmingham, Jefferson County. That's right. Smash Bros. Radio. Please like, follow, share, subscribe. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram as well as Facebook. Smash Bros. Radio, one of the first digital radio stations located in Birmingham. And we are so proud of our connection to the community. We are so proud of what we have achieved. And we are so appreciative of the House of Mobley for having the intuition, having the energy, and also having the courage to create, to establish, to be the founders of Smash Bros. Radio, which is Ralph, DJ Play Some Mobley, as well as OT Mobley. And understand it's Mobley, it's not Mobley, it's Mobley, Mobley. So the House of Mobley, we are so appreciative of you. Of course, I'm OZZz. What else can you say? You can find me on you can find me everywhere. You can find me on, TikTok. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. And of course, you can find me on Facebook. Capital O, capital Z, lowercase z. OZZz. Just like the wizard. That's what I am. I'm the wizard. Hey, we like to do a lot of shout out. Hey, playing around with all this different stuff. I kind of like that. I look kind of handsome. I think I'm going to keep it there. I kind of look kind of handsome there. Look like I got a tan. Hey, we have a lot of events coming up. A lot of stuff that we need to, I like to get out there. First of all, you have the competition. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Where you at? 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 1888 Bully Kennel presents the Southern Bully Showdown, November 11th, 2023, at the Bessemer Civic Center, 1130 North Avenue Southwest, Bessemer, Alabama. You have the exotics. I didn't know there was so many breeds when it came to the bullies. You have the exotics, you have the American bullies, you have the Frenchies, you have the Cane Corsos, you have the English bulldogs, as well as all other breeds hosted by NJC Bullies and 1888 Bully Kennel. On-site ACBR registration, $20 per show entry, sanctioned and fun shows over 50 categories. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor, if you would like to have your logo put on the banner, please, 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 you can get in touch with Dewan Hall, and he can give you further information on. Pull him up. You can call 205 460 6435, 205 460 6435, or you can contact him as Juan, Juan Hall, 41074 at gmail.com. And also, please go and subscribe or like 1888 Bully Kennel. 1888 Bully Kennel. You do not have to have a dog or a kennel to go to the event. I have to give a shout out to Dewan because he was, and he's still learning. He took it upon himself to locate and to research all information when it comes to the bully breed, and under a year, he was able to successfully have events to where he introduced the bully breed to the community. And because there is a misunderstanding, and granted, there have been some incidents where the bully breed have been in some malicious activities. As a whole, the bully breed does not fall under the category that some of the individuals have produced or have formed for the bully breed. Back during the earlier days, you had you had the German Shepherds, you had the Chows, you had the Doberman Pinschers, and those dogs were on the blacklist because they were very aggressive dogs. People fail to realize that a breed of dog is bred for certain characteristics and certain activities. When you have the terriers, the Russell Terriers, they are hunting dogs. And so they're small in stature and they're able to hunt. When you have the labs, and I didn't even know that the poodles at one time were hunting dogs. Can you believe that? So in each breed, you have a certain characteristics that may be dark. We have to take in consideration that 98% of that image is due to the owners. You have some owners that are not responsible owners, in all actuality should not even own a bully, much less a dog, period. So with what Dewan has come up with, he has come up with a place to where you locate information that you need when it comes to certain qualifications. He has worked so hard that one of his breed, Butterscotch, is, I think, a triple, if not a quad winner, a champion. And so, and in a short time period, he has taken his energy, he has taken his tenacity, he has taken the initiative to make sure that he understands all of the requirements, all of the information that is required to have a better understanding, a better knowledge when it comes to the bully breed. And so this is a way of bring your family out, and just take a look around and just get an understanding of exactly what a bully breed is. The individuals, the breeders, the kennels that compete are well represented, well respected when it comes to the bully community. There is, and one has taken the initiative to bring all Alabama bully together as into one group. And so that way there is an understanding and an acceptance of what is going to be accepted when it comes to being a breeder. I found out, and I've been blessed and fortunate to have one on the show more than once. I think he's been on here three, maybe four times. And he has brought so much wealth, so much abundance of knowledge. When it comes to a breeder, it's sort of like a science, because there are certain things that, as a breeder, that if you want to produce the best of the best, there are certain things that are required for you to do. It's not just, you getting a I keep on trying. I'm trying to learn the vocabulary, the verbiage when it comes to the bullies. When it comes to breeding, you need to make sure that just because you have the stud and you have the bitch coming together to produce a litter, that's not even the top of what of the necessities of being a respectable and a reputable breeder. Because before that, you have to make sure that the male and the female are healthy. You have to make sure that when you breed a male to a female, what characteristics are you trying to come up with? And it's just, you remember when you were in school in science, you had those, what do you call those, gnat or the fruit flies? And when you do the genes and all, how you had to have these fruit flies together, and you create this tree, this gene tree. But when it comes to breeding, that is in a larger scale, a larger stage, in that you look for a characteristic in either the male or the female. And then once you find that characteristics that you want, whether it's a color, whether it's the body, the muscle, the mass, or whatever, you have to make sure that both individuals, both the male and the female, are healthy. And so there are certain procedures, processes that you have to undergo, that you have to follow if you wish to maintain the breed. So it's a science. And those reputable breeders understand the process. They understand the procedure that it takes to make sure that the breed is pure in its definition of what a bully breed is. So this is a chance for individuals in the community, if you don't have an understanding of what a bully is, this will give you the chance to come out. And that, once again, that is on November 11th, 2023, the Southern Bully Showdown. It's at Bessemer Civic Center, 1130 9th Avenue Southwest, Bessemer. There are going to be exotics. There's going to be American bullies. They're going to be the Frenchies, the Cane Corsos, the English bulldogs, and all other breeds. And it is being hosted by NJC Bullies and 1888 Bully Kennels. There will be on-site ICBR registration. It's $20 per show entry. You're going to have a lot of fun shows in over 50 categories. So this is a chance for the community to come out to learn more about what a true, pure bully is all about. And again, you can get in touch with Juan at 205-460-6435. 205-460-6435. And so this is a chance. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor at $75, you can get your logo on the banner, the event's banner. And you do not have to be a kennel. You do not have to be a breeder. You can be a cosmetologist. You can be a barber. You can be a fraternity, a sorority. You can be a radio station. You can be a radio personality. Any and everyone can be a sponsor. And this is a way of helping to get the information out. Again, if you like more information or if you have an interest in purchasing a bully, you can get in touch with Juan again at 205-460-6435. So please check him out. Check out the competition coming up. C4 Mentoring, the elders are excited to announce the second annual Cultivate for Mentoring Suit for Seniors event. This initiative aims to provide graduating senior high school students with a symbol of the transition into adulthood by giving them a well-fitted suit that represents their hard work, achievements, and future potential. A culture for mentoring, the elders believe that a suit can act as a powerful tool in booming and empowering young men with confidence and a sense of purpose as they step into the next chapter of their lives. With your support, C4 can provide the young men with tools they need to succeed. Last year's event was a huge success, and the elders are looking forward to making this year's event even better. If you are interested in supporting the cause or learning more about the initiative, please send them a direct message. Your donation will go directly towards providing those students with high-quality, well-fitted suits, giving them a tangible representation of the newfound sense of purpose and potential. The elders thank you for your support, and they hope to see you at the second annual Cultivate for Mentoring Suit for Seniors event. You can get in touch with C4 at 205-677-6024, 205-677-6024. C4 Mentoring starts their mentees in middle school, and they follow the young boys into young men from middle school all the way up to high school. And while these young boys turn into young men, the elders of C4 introduces the mentees into a world of responsibility, a world of productivity, a world of respect, and a world of love when it comes to being when it becomes to being a young black man. The elders are all representative of a cross section of successful black men, and so and you don't have to wait. Donations are always welcomed. If you would like to be a sponsor, if you like to be a benefactor, if you like to give a donation, is always welcome. There are several mentoring groups here in Birmingham. C4 has an annual activity. They take their mentees up to Washington and different other sites, other different locations, because they understand the significance and the importance of introducing uh, the young men into other arenas. So please give. And if you are a manager, or if you know of a manager that has a clothing store, if you have a men's apparel shop, please, 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 please introduce them to C4. And again, you can call 205-677-6024 to come up with some type of partnership between uh, the apparel, the men's store, and C4. Uh, there's another organization called Ties to Success, and we take for granted little things such as a tie or a suit. When it comes to a young man when it comes to a young boy growing into a young man, we forget the significance and the importance of owning either a tie or a suit. Uh, and then once you have taught that young man, that young boy, how to tie a tie, you don't understand or can't even imagine the confidence that is produced, that I know how to tie a tie. This belongs to me. So it holds a great significance when it comes to these mentees. And also, if you would like to uh, be a mentor, openings are always there. You have C4 mentoring, you have ties to success, you have step into. Uh, Let me make sure I get all these right, because I do not wish to leave anybody. We've been blessed here that we have. You have C4, you have New Generation, you have the Man Project, Influence for Today for a Better Tomorrow. Uh, then you have Ties to Success. Ties to Success uh, collects ties. So again, if you have some ties that you would like to donate, Ties to Success is there for you. They're always in need of ties. Then you have the Man's Project, Influence for Day for a Better Tomorrow. They have an annual camping uh, event that they do each year. And again, donations, sponsorship, benefactors, donations are always welcome. So you have C4 mentoring. You have the Man's Project Influence for. Uh, you have the Man's Project Influence for Today for a Better Tomorrow, and then you have New Generation Mentoring. So these are the organizations that have receipts that they are working to create a better tomorrow when it comes to this new generation. So again, Suits for Success. Uh, please, 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 please help them out. It'd be most appreciative. Also, for you gun enthusiasts, there is a. Where are you? You have the second annual Cigars and ARs, and it's on the 11th. It's tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. You have platform safety, fundamentals, and setup tips. Oh, okay. Hold on for a moment. Hold on. Please forgive me. I know that is unprofessional, but some things, see, Smash Bros. Radio can't really be called a podcast because everything is live. And so there's no editing done. So if we F up, we are F up forever. So and see, I haven't learned how to uh I forgot how to uh go on break and have music played in the background because it's very unprofessional for you to leave this to leave to leave the studio and do something else. So I apologize to you because that was very. Anyway, we digress. So so you have the Iron City Gun Center or the Iron City Gun Club that's doing the second annual cigars and ARs and this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Long gun range day. You have the platform safety, you have fundamentals and setup tips, you have customization options, you have performance exercises and drills. Bring your favorite sticks, food on site at the range, new member introduction, patch presentation is $35 for range. Double tap training grounds at 300 Horton Cove in Calera. They're also the Iron City Gun Club. Let me see if I can go back to it. They are. Where are you? Here we go. 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 Iron City Gun Club is also a member of NAAGA. The mission of Iron City is for the education, training, and fellowship of legal firearms owners in the Central Alabama. So please, 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 please. For memberships, you can get information at membership.support@naaga.com. So this Saturday, if you are a gun enthusiast, please come out and support them. Also, listen, if you have an event, a birthday, even a wedding, if you have any type of event or anything, if you wish to get your family involved and you pretty much have gotten tired of going to movies, gotten tired of just the regular old stuff, you need to check out Zip Trip Slingshot Rentals Birmingham. Zip Trip Slingshot Rentals of Birmingham. And this, you can get in touch with them at 205-779-5777. 205-779-5777. Zip Trip Slingshots, or for a novice, to give you an idea, or sports cars. And so it is a lot of fun to zip around town and experience driving a slingshot while turning heads everywhere you go. Book your rental today and make some unforgettable memories in the streets of the Magic City. So please, 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 if you're looking for a new activity that is family oriented, and if you want a date night, this is a way of you and your fiance, you and your wife to get out and just enjoy yourselves and enjoy Birmingham. You get a better perspective or a different perspective when it comes to riding a slingshot, driving a slingshot. The camaraderie and the fun that is produced while you're driving the slingshot is unimaginable. You'd be surprised that something so simple is so exotic, can produce so much fun for you. And plus, two, it's a way of you connecting with your children. It's a way of connecting with your family. It's a way of uh, having that camaraderie to grow a closer connection to friends, family. So please check them out. Zip Trip Slingshot Rentals, Birmingham. Again, you can contact them at 205-779-5777. And so check them out. It is a fantastic way of understanding. Tell them that I sent you. And so tell them that you heard it on the OZZz show. Again, don't forget about C4 mentoring suits for seniors. Uh, Again, you can contact them at 205-677-6024. 205-677-6024. Again, if you know, if you are a manager of a men's apparel shop, if you know of a manager, or if you work for a store, clothing store that have men suits for men, please get in touch with the elders at C4 Mentoring. That would be so awesome. That'd be great for there to be a partnership between you and the young men of C4. And so, and also again, they're always asking for sponsorships, for benefactors, for donations. And also, if you would like to be a mentor, get in touch with the elders, 205-677-6024. Also, don't forget about the Iron City Gun Club event this Saturday. Second annual cigars and ARs. That's 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it's at Double Tap Training Grounds at 300 Horton Cove Road, Calera. You can find them on Facebook, Iron City Gun Club, as well as on the 11th of November at the Bessemer Civic Center, 1130 9th Avenue Southwest, Birmingham. You have the Southern Bully Showdown, and it has been hosted by NJC Bullies as well as 1888 Bully Kennels. So please, and also you can contact Juan at 205-460-6435. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor, if you like to be a benefactor, if you like to donate, please contact Juan at 205-460-6435. If you would like to sponsor the dog show coming up, the Bully Showdown coming up, $75. Your logo will be put on the banner. And again, you do not have to, it's not only for kennels, it's not only for breeders, it's not only for owners of bullies. If you would like to be a sponsor, it doesn't matter what career, what profession, or individual, always, always, always $75. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you. So I think that I've covered everybody. So if I haven't, please forgive me. Contact me and let me know if you have an event coming up, or if you have something that you like to talk about. My platform is open to you. I'm here for you. That's what I do. Smash Bros Radio. Smash Bros Radio is an independent digital radio station. We support and promote those independent artists. We provide the platform and avenue to showcase your music, your craft, your talent. Get in touch with us. If you are a producer, if you are a manager, if you are an artist, we are here for you. We have the venue. We have what it takes to get you out there. Also, please, Smash Bros Radio has an app. Please download our app and take us wherever you go. You never know who's listening. with Smash Bros Radio being a digital radio station, we are everywhere you want to go. And so we are here for you. We are here for you. We are here for you. Now, there is a lot going on. There's a lot that is not being reported on. And for those of you who, uh, a lot of prayers need to be sent out and sent up. And what is it? You have uh, the train wreck up in Ohio, and it is not being reported, but the chemicals that were leaked are traveling down the Mississippi. If you remember your geography, you will understand that the Ohio River is one of the contributaries to the Mississippi, and so it is not being reported. And I don't understand why it is not being reported. But you have those chemicals that are being transported down the Mississippi River. And if I remember correctly, the last time I checked, there is some speculation that the chemicals have already leaked into the Gulf at the Mississippi Delta. And so those states that have coastlines that are on the Gulf of Mexico are going to be affected by it, especially the fishing industry. I think the last time I looked and read that it was already, if I remember correctly, there were some allegations that they have found it on the panhandle of Florida. So if by chance that is true, that means that Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida are going to be affected. And that's really frightening. Those of us from Birmingham North are not going to be as much affected, if any, because of our water source. That is one reason why I think that it is most important, most paramount that Alabama history should be taught, so that way people have an understanding about the geographics of Alabama. Those of us who were taught back in the Dark Ages were taught that Alabama is the only state of the Union, that if you were to isolate the state, Alabama is the only self-sufficient state. We have everything that is a requirement, that is a necessity for survival. We have the weather, we have the climate, we have the land, we have the water. So we have everything that is a necessity for survival. We are very blessed to have the necessities that we have, and we cannot take those for granted. The Hakaba River is a major importance, especially to its relationship to the environment. And so, but those individuals from conservatively, let's start, I would want to say Prattville, but let's say more so those individuals from Montgomery all the way down to the Gulf, those commissioners, those county commissioners should be most, diligent in understanding and knowing exactly where the chemicals are. There is a reluctance, there is a, excuse me, a negligence on the CEO of the train. Also, we had a train to wreck here in Alabama, and thank goodness those tanks were empty, which is really frightening and brings to mind that we are not aware of materials or chemicals that are being transported through our state. And I think that it is time for there's some type of transparency to be brought forth, so that way the mayors, the county commissioners will know exactly what chemicals, what waste, what materials are being transported through their counties, through their cities. At one time, I think conservative, I think it was about 5 years ago, maybe longer, there was a issue about trash being sent from New York down to Alabama. There is a contract be, between a waste uh, management landfill, the landfill down here in Alabama, to accepting trash, garbage from New York, which I find very appalling. It's not our problem that New York doesn't have the land or the necessities to handle their waste. So why would you send that down here? And better yet, why would someone even see? It comes down to greed. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to greed, and I would wager that no one knew of the contract up until the time to where the city finally stood up and said, "We're not accepting this." And so no one has reported on it since. So I don't even know what the outcome was. I know that at one time, I think it was 2 or 3 months that the garbage remained on the tracks, and you can imagine the scent that was produced from that garbage. Uh, so it's really frightening that we don't have the transparency that we should, especially when it comes to our health, when it comes to our well-being. County commissioners need to be more active in finding out exactly what materials are being transported through their county, through their cities. The mayors should be more diligent on understanding what is being transported. So that is one of the issues. And see, one thing that you have to keep in mind when it is not being reported on, that is when something is being done behind doors. And so we need to be more diligent, especially nowadays. We need to be more diligent on what is transpiring and what is going on. You have, and people, when you see the Republican Party setting up a separate jurisdiction district in Mississippi, you best know that it's going to be done or try to be done in Alabama, where there is a Republican Party. Understand what is happening in one state is eventually going to happen here in Alabama, especially when it comes to individuals trying to ban books, when it comes to, and especially critical thinking is a bunch of bull. Uh, so we have to be diligent. We have to always maintain some type of knowledge, and we have to demand some type of transparency on what is going on. You have a group that is now dictating what can be taught, what books can be selected. They do not want anything dealing with Black history. They do not want anything dealing with LGBTQ issues. They want everything lily white and Christian. And that is not public education. That is not public education. So for you to have these individuals, a minority, taking over what a majority can and can't do, there is an issue. And again, we have to be diligent in maintaining and calling these individuals out. Because if you do not call them out, well, then you're giving them acceptance. You're giving them a free rail on what they can and can't do. See, racist individuals do not wish to be called out. They don't wish to be acknowledged because they would rather use the word or utilize the word prejudice because it doesn't have such of an impact, such a slap. But see, I'm prejudiced. I don't like Dodge trucks. I'm prejudiced in that there's certain foods that I don't like. There's certain colors that I don't like. So I'm prejudiced. All of us are prejudiced because we don't like certain things. I don't like saying I'm not a racist because usually when people say, well, I'm not a racist, that means that they're a racist. My actions prove whether or not I am or not. So We don't want to use that word racist because it has such a negative and malicious impact. It's like a punch in the gut, like a Michigan slap. But when you have these racist individuals, and you have to understand these racist individuals are no longer or stereotypical of these rednecks. These are educated individuals that have professions, that have careers, that are making buku money. And we have to make sure that we keep them off guard, on guard, and make sure that we let them know that we know who you are. We see you. We do not like you. We do not like what you stand for. And when you have a religious organization that supports ideologies that are against the human race, and see again, and I want to emphasize, and we have to change our mindset when it comes to the word race. There's only one race, and that is a human race. There's only one race that is a human race. There's only one race that is a human race. Now, under that umbrella of the human race, you have different cultures. So when somebody say, well, I'm marrying outside my race, well, what are you married? You married a human being. So if anything, you married outside your culture. Most cultures have been together for over 400 plus years, in that the cultures have married, have combined together to where you can't differentiate from one culture to the other. Maybe traditions come in. There's certain things that are done in the black community that isn't done in the white community or the Asian community. So there's only one race. And because of us being the human race, we're going to have the same characteristics and some of the attributes. And because of the culture, because of our social economic level, because of our geographical region, we're going to do some things different. Some things are called different, but they mean the same. Soul food and country cooking is one of the same. I was raised on chitlins. I was raised on collard greens. I was raised on, turnips, rutabagas, vegetables. I was raised on anything that dealt with a pig. When you have an authentic, a real grandparents, real elders, you're going to have that, because my elders came from the country. And the only difference when it comes to the races are the social economic levels. Poor people are going to believe poor people, middle class, upper middle class, rich. That's the only difference. Our financials, our education. That's the only thing that sets us apart. We are human beings. We are of the same race. And there are traditions and cultures that separate the races. And that's the only thing that's different between us. I like watermelon, cantaloupes, strawberries, pears, plums. I don't like crab claws or crab legs or whatever. Seafood. But now we have to be more conscientious. We have to be more fully aware. And parents, I understand you have so much on you. I can't even imagine. I cannot even fathom what it's like to be a parent. Gas is going up again. My truck was halfway filled, and it took $41 to fill my truck up. $41. Eggs, eggs are going up. See, and plus two, in the bigger picture, that's why it is necessity for there to be some federal regulation so that way everyone is on the same page. You need to have some type of regulations, some type of oversight. If the regulations that were established before Trump were still in place, there's a possibility that you would not have the tragedy that you did in Ohio. But because of greed, because of stupidity, because of negligence, those safety standards were rescinded. That's why it is necessary for there to be some type of uniformity when it comes to the union. You cannot trust the Republican Party. You cannot trust the Republican Party. You cannot trust the Republican Party. When you see that they're banning books, when you see that they have establishing different districts to where basically going back to the 50s, 60s, and 70s, those are red flags. Those are red flags. And don't think that it can't happen here in Alabama, because it's happening here in Alabama. And it has happened here in Alabama. In Hoover, what I call the plantation. Supposedly you had a parent to call the superintendent of schools to say that they didn't appreciate having that black Arthur come. Okay, fine. Don't allow your child to go. But because of that supposedly, allegedly, that one call, that minority, the event was canceled. And if you are of the black community, you need to take heed to what is happening. You need to be proactive. And those of you who belong to these white or predominantly white mega churches, you need to pay attention to what is going on. You need to understand or have an understanding where are the finances, where's the revenue going? What are they supporting? And are there classes? Are there some type of gatherings for a race class? Because you are allowing, you're giving white racists, you're giving racists permission to do whatever they want to. And this is going to be detrimental to your children. When you have the governor not showing up for the anniversary of Bloody Sunday down in Selma, that should bring some type of understanding that this white woman has no love for you. Now, she's better than some of those Republicans out there, but she's still a Republican. And what is even more upsetting and appalling is she was a former teacher. So see, these individuals are educated. And we need to pay heed to them. We need to blast them. And again, as I've stated numerous times before, if you have white friends and you've been friends forever, for 40 plus years or however old you are, and you have not sat down to understand what is their political philosophy or their ideologies, don't be surprised at what happens in the end. And don't be surprised to learn that the most guarded, the most protective group are the white women. And don't misunderstand that those white women are not as weak as they portray. It's a facade. Because the lifeline, the bloodline, the backbone, the root of white supremacy are the white women. And you can Google the books. There are 4 books out there. And you can Google to find out those books that have been written about the Southern white women or the mistresses of the plantation. Those women weren't weak. They understood their significance. They understood their place. They understood the importance of their place. A plantation is a huge farm that is self-sufficient and that maintains its place because it grows crops and supplies and materials to other folks. It's a business. It's a working farm. It's a business. And best believe that those white women were not soft, little, petite, scared of anything women. They were not. So we have to be more diligent. We have to be proactive, especially when it comes to now what is transpiring. There has to be some type of transparency, and we have to demand that transparency. And the way that we do that, we start here at the home. We start here in Alabama. We start electing those officials, those individuals that have receipts and not lineages, not ancestries. I don't care if your great granddaddy was a preacher. I don't care if your daddy was a preacher. I don't care if your uncles were preachers. That doesn't mean that you have the same tenacity or same diligence that those people of the past. We need to vote for those individuals that have receipts, that have shown active participation in their community. We start here. We start with the mayor. We start with the city council. We start with the commissioners, the county commissioners. We start with the legislators. And we start with the governor. We start here at the home, here at the house, electing those individuals. Democrats, you have to get up off your ass and stop being pussies. This is a time you should be campaigning now. You should be campaigning now. You should be campaigning now. You should be taking notes on what the Republicans are doing. We know they're not doing anything for the veterans. We know they're not doing anything for the elderly. We know that they're not doing anything for the infrastructure. We know they're not doing anything for the children. We know they're not doing anything when it comes to education. And this is a time to take notes. Because if the Republican Party has family values, well, then where are your receipts? Veterans, elderly, children should be the most important thing. And again, as I stated before, you have 3 projects that can be done. You have the monorail system from Birmingham to Atlanta, and then you have from Birmingham to Texas. You have the Port of Birmingham, as well as here in Birmingham, you have a Olympic pool that can be utilized and brought up to world standards that would generate the revenue that is required, that is needed, that is a necessity to maintain Alabama so taxes won't go up. And if you are against the lottery system, okay, fine. Back the project, back the Port of Birmingham, back the monorail system, back the swimming pool. You would generate enough of money that you wouldn't have to raise taxes, nor would you have to be concerned about having a lottery. You don't care about family values. You don't care. So, it is what it is. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you stopping in. I appreciate you allowing me to come into your homes, your business, your cars, wherever you are. It's Friday. It's time to get freaky and naked. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there. Like, share, follow, subscribe to Smash Bros Radio, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm OZZz. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. I'm here for you. Smash Bros Radio is here for the community. Is here for those independent artists. We're here. You never know who's listening to you. We're here. We have programs. We have the avenue. We have what it takes for you to get your craft, your music, your talent out there. We're here for you. As usual, as always, my platform's open to you. If you have an issue, if you have a project, if you have an event, let me know. Contact me. You can be on the show. I appreciate you. Know your value. Know your worth. Know you control everything about you. And again, most importantly, know that I love you more than I love my luggage. I will see y'all Monday. Y'all take care. The live stream on the show. On the show. The live stream. On the show. On the show. On the show. The live stream. The live stream on the show.